back with another exciting and amazing episode on my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you weekly analysis on what exactly I'm saying on the market. So straight up with the DXY, so we're currently seeing that the DXY has already established itself, and we are seeing that the DXY is pushing to the upside. So coming up to the weekly time frame, so we've already seen that the DXY is already moving to the north, and that's moving to the upper direction. So currently, what comes to our mind? So we are like, all right, then let's all get the US dollar crosses, and then we expect them to be selling either to the upside or to the downside, basing whether the US dollar is the best currency or the quote currency. So coming up to the daily time frame as well, seeing that the daily time frame, we are seeing some sort of some sort of consolidation around here, but we are quite certain that the DXY could possibly be pushing to the upside. So stepping down from it, we are now coming back to the GBP JPY. So what does the GBP JPY have for us? What does the GBP JPY have for us? So I'm expecting the GBP JPY currently to be pushing to the upside, but we are still having some sort of a glitch around here. Yeah, some sort of a glitch around here. So once this glitch is all done, possibly we might get some push to the upside or some push to the downside, but that will be based on what the market will be telling us to do. So I'm also having a watch on the GBP/JPY, and since this is a Monday, I don't expect to be taking any possible moves right currently on the market, and maybe once I monitor them and see any further direction that the market has already established, then maybe I will be getting onto that. So stepping down on the GBP/JPY, stepping down on the GBP/JPY, also having gold on my watch list as well, having gold on my watch list as well. So what does gold have for us in this market? So let's first switch down on the four. First, go to the 4-hour time frame and then see what exactly gold is having for us. So you can simply see that gold for the longest has been trading sideways. It has been trading sideways, and then what could we be thinking? So you can simply see gold has been trading to the sideways, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So what exactly should we expect on gold? So at this moment, yeah, we are expecting that gold could possibly be pushing to the upside a bit, could be pushing to the upside a bit here before any further push to the downside. But we are anticipating, since this is a speculation market, so we are anticipating that maybe could possibly push to this level before any further push to the downside. But candle reactions around these zones will be giving us will be giving us the reason for us to either sell the market or buy the market. So I'm also having gold on my watch list as well, and then see what exactly we can get out of it. So you can simply see as well that that gold had established some sort of W formation around here. Yeah, that's some sort of W formation around. Then it pushed to the upside, and maybe there is a possible push again straight to this level, and then likely push to the upside based on what the candle reactions will be telling us around. And yeah, moving out on gold as well. Then we want to check around other currency pairs, what we have in the weekly. So let us go for some indices. That's the US 30. That's the US 30. What does the US 30 have for us, and what could we be expecting? What could we be expecting on the US 30? So currently, we should get in mind that once the DXY is moving to the upside, US 30 could be selling. So you can simply see that US 30 came all the way from 44 all the way from 44 to 43, and then pushing back where we had played our fib extension level, that is the 78. And then what comes in our minds, there is a possibility that we might get reactions around these zones, around the 78 zones, and then we might sell this US30 from around here, and then we sell it. And also we also have some other conferences in place, and that's let me first get this off. And then we're having some conferences in place, like having some conferences in place, like that trend line which has already been established. Maybe this level has held for the longest, and then this could be our point A. Maybe this could be our point A. This could be our point A. Then this is our point B. Point B. And this is our point C. And this is our point C. So this is B and this is C. You can simply see that the market has given us 3 touches to 4 touches. So this becomes the inception point. This was before that point B, and this was the point C. Then we saw this market all the way from here to the downside, and then from here, then this becomes our point C, and this becomes our point B. So we are also expecting that maybe this is going to be our point B, and this is going to be our point C, in case the market happens to push more further to the trend line. And if at all it breaks it, then we might as well be very, very patient and see what exactly the market could be having for us. And maybe there is a possibility that it could be, heading to this next level, and see further reactions around here. So getting all this deleted. So we are expecting the market, could be coming around here, or it could play around these zones, or it could play around these zones. This is the 78 before any further push to the downside. So we just want to be sure that we get candle reactions around there, and then we can think of shorting the market. So we can simply scale down on the lower time frame. That's where we normally get our execution. Yeah, since the 4-hour, the candles could be a bit massive when it comes to US30, so it's better. So most of the time, I have to scroll down to the 15, to the 1 minute, either it's a scalp or a day trade. And then if it's a swing trade, maybe I'll hold it for the longest. But currently, I'm expecting, I'm expecting to maybe get some entries around these zones, and then execute, and then maybe get out from around these zones. And that's the 43. That's from the 44 to the 43 when we are shorting this market. So that's it for the US30. And moving out to other markets, we as well. We're also looking at Bitcoin. What does Bitcoin have for us in this market as well? So I'm sorry guys for the internet. It's a bit slow. So with Bitcoin, yeah, you can simply see that I had plotted around this. You can simply see that the market had come from around this point. Then it pushed around 123, and then it came around here. Then it's now consolidating, as these are the vibes giving me. There is some bit of consolidation around this market. So what exactly am I looking at? I might wait for some revisit around here. I might as well get some visits around here. Let me place it. Some visits around here, and then I might sell if at all it comes. If at all there is a visit around here, then I might sell it around here. I could take a quick scalp, from this point to this point, and then try to get some quick gains around there. So this is what I'm having for Bitcoin. But currently Bitcoin is within a consolidation phase. So guys, you should be very careful when it comes to these consolidating markets, because sometimes they are a bit tricky. So I'll to either take either take a serious swing move, it has to break these levels, or it has to break this level before any decision when it comes to swings on the BTC. So currently as well, I'm having another currency pair that I'm up to right now. That's the USD CAD. So there is a video that I did, where I was doing analysis on the USD CAD as well. You can simply see that the USD CAD established a level around here, established around a level around here, and then it gave us this move to the upside. And then what comes in our minds currently, this market is very, very, very choppy, as you can see it. But I might as well skip this market because it's a bit choppy, and maybe if at all it gives me some interest, maybe I can reconsider if at all it happens to push around here and then gives me a bullish confirmation candle around here. Maybe I can take some buying moves as well, because currently the market is trading to the upside. So moving out from US dollar CAD, I'm also having my eyes on the Euro US dollar. Having my eyes on the Euro US dollar. What does the Euro US dollar have for us? So currently the US dollar is actually looking very, very ugly, and it had traded all the way from this point to the downside. So what comes to us as traders? Is let's first plot some. Let's first plot some around here. You can simply see there is this level which it had already established, and then if at all we had to look at structure, since the market was creating series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, then there is a possibility that this market could possibly come and retest around here before any further push to the downside. So we are also just waiting for all this and see what exactly we can have on the Euro USD. But I normally don't trade the Euro USD. I like trading the GBP USD because it's a bit faster. Let's check on the GBP US dollar. So you can simply see that the GBP US dollar currently has already established a level around here. So I don't know whether you guys can see, but it had already established a visit around here. Then a second visit, this becoming our support, and then we trusting it in order for us to risk money. So at this moment, what comes in our minds? Since it's a Monday, this market is super good. I might simply take buy moves around here, but I'm not taking them for now. Why? Because it's a Monday, and my rules of engagement tell me I should not trade on the Monday. So I'm gonna be a bit very patient and wait for this market to maybe pull over around here. Before any likely push to the downside, to the upside. And once it pushes and comes to this level, this is where I want to see candlestick reactions around here. Maybe I could get some bearish moves, or maybe sell it from this level. Maybe sell it from within this level to this level, and then we sell it to the downside. So moving around on this pair, I also have other pairs that I'm actually looking at, and maybe they can as well be having some super and beautiful opportunities, and that's the US dollar Swiss franc as well on the list. So you can simply see that the US dollar, it actually moved from 0.92 to 0.8. That means the market has sold for the longest, and then there is a possibility that this market could be pushing to the upside. So what comes in our minds? So remember, since we plotted a level around here, once we plotted a level around here, then you could simply see that the market for the longest has actually resisted this area. So this area, and then once we scale down to the weekly time frame, or if previously remember that we made analysis on the DXY, the DXY is bullish, and this pair has a direct correlation with the DXY. So we're expecting this market to be pushing to the upside, and then wait to be pushing the upside, but still I have to be sure that this market pushes to the upside, and maybe could give me a retest, and then I could come and buy it within these zones, and maybe I hold it. Most of the time I like holding the DXY, rather the US dollar Swiss franc, because it moves also for the longest. So maybe I could as well buy this currency pair as well this week. So we are just waiting for confirmations. Remember, like, guys, we as traders, we don't trade every day. We don't. So we don't like trading every day. I mean, it's not that we don't want, but it's because, like, not every day is a trading day. Okay, so coming again on the GBP card. By the guys, I like the GBP card because it's very volatile. Yeah, it gives me a lot of cash. Yeah, coming up on the GBP card as well, you can simply see that the GBP card moved from this point to this point up, and that's 1.8, and then it came back creating series of lower lows and lower highs, lower lows. So once it created some sort of equal highs around here, then it pushed to the downside. These are the equal highs it created, actually, guys. Created equal highs around there, and then it pushed to the downside. So it pushing to the downside, remember, like, it had already created a level around here, and then this coming to revisit, but it didn't tap on our level. So it's the reason why we are still being patient and see what exactly the market is trying to do. Guys, never trade the market if at all you don't understand what exactly the market wants to do. So at this moment, I'll be I'm thinking of plotting a fib extension around here and then push it here, and then maybe the market could possibly maybe the market could possibly move from this point to 78 before any further push to the other side, or it might create some kind of W pattern around here. I don't know whether you guys are seeing the W pattern from here, the W points around here, and then retest, and then further push to the upside. So this is what I'm expecting for the GBP JPY, and maybe could as well give us some good entry move. So we're just going to be monitoring that pair. So let's see of the Euro GBP. So you can simply see that the Euro versus the Great Britain pound. Currently, the GBP pairs are moving to the upside, and then Euro GBP being the quote currency, is currently moving to the downside. So that being also a conference that I consider, I'm going to be a bit patient for me to understand which direction the market has given me, and it's creating some sort of pattern. So if it creates a pattern and maybe creates like this, maybe I could simply come and say, yeah, it created a head and shoulder. So this is our head and shoulder. This is our head, or this is the shoulder, and this is the head, and then this being another shoulder, and maybe I could consider that a trade. Yeah, could consider that a trade, and then maybe I could as well take it. So currently I'm not yet biased for me to sell, because currently this market is still very, very bullish. But for so long as it gives me reasons for me to sell, I will just jump on it, and then we do some sales. So moving out from the Euro GBP, we as well having oil. What does oil have for us in this? So with the US oil, like, I'm expecting as well the US oil to be going to the upside, but where I'm saying but, I'm saying that this market is still in a range, some sort of bit in a range. So I have to be patient as well until it establishes a very perfect direction for me, and to give me a very good reason for me to buy it or to sell it. But currently I'm not yet interested in buying this market, because you're seeing that there's some kind of bearish moves, or rather bearish. It's already established bearish candles on the weekly, and then it's coming up to the daily. We as well seeing some all these candles don't give me reason for me to sell this market or to buy the market. So I'm as well going to be just monitoring oil. Then from there, let's check the GBP AUD. Oh, running out of battery, guys. Running out of battery, but then let me just try to fix all this in time. And coming up on GBP AUD, you can simply see that GBP AUD moved from this point to the next point, and then at this point you can as well so at this point you can as well see that the GBP AUD is trying to move to the upside. But remember, like, this is a Monday, so it's kind of trying to create some sort of shoulder, and this becoming our head, and then maybe this could be a shoulder as well, and then there is a possibility for us to take some buy moves around here. But currently we are still very, very patient and waiting for the week, waiting for this week to give us information on how we are going to be carrying our decision. So currently we are just monitoring the markets. Today it's a Monday. I repeat, today it's a Monday. So I'm not yet interested in taking any trade because the volatility in the market is a bit low, and I like trading when the volatility is a bit higher. Yeah, because you can simply see some sort of profits. So about that, guys. So so that's it for today. That's it for today. And I just wish you a very beautiful week. Very beautiful week. And I'm pretty sure that we are all going to be making it. Whoever is struggling with Forex, guys, it's all the same. We can always make a difference. We just need to stay tight. And we shall make it at the end of the day. So that is it for today, guys. Please don't forget to subscribe, like my videos, share them, comment. I want you guys to comment and give me the reason for me to make other videos. But otherwise, thank you for loving these videos, and please don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel. Giving me a like. Please give me some likes. Alright then, see you guys. Thank you.